When I was 20 years old, I sent a videotape to Dollywood asking if I could participate in their Harvest Crafts Festival that they have every October. And sure enough, they let me in. And we took half a dozen old pianos and player pianos that I'd restored. And we went in for an October, spent the whole month at the Crafts Festival, and we ended up selling every piano we had up there. I ended up staying for 10 years after that. We were one of the largest lease shops on the park at the time. And that's when we began selling pianos on a national level and restoring pianos for individuals on a national level as well. We would dress up like Charles Ingalls, and Mom would wear her calico dress, and we'd sit there, and I would actually repair pianos on site while people talked with us. And Mom ran the store, Dad sat out on the porch and chewed the fat with all the visitors at Dollywood as I sat inside and actually repaired pianos on site. And we ended up being there about 10 years. It was an awesome experience. One day I was looking through some pictures of our old Dollywood days, and I saw pictures of Jim Franklin, the old piano player that used to play here. And Jim has since passed away, but when he was here at Dollywood, he worked in the wagon shop, had a beard down to here. He was quite a character, and he used to play the most amazing piano in the church services. I would come in and I would play alongside him, and it was just really an amazing experience. And the piano they had here at Dollywood at that time was in bad need of repair, so they picked out a piano from our shop. Jim personally picked it out the way he liked the sound, and it's the one that was in the church prior to this, which is now in bad need of repair. Joey Buck literally emailed me 3 days after I was looking at these pictures of Jim Franklin, asking me if we had a piano that would fit the ministry's budget for the chapel at Dollywood. And when I got that email, before I even contacted Joey, it was just like I sat back in my chair and I thought, my gosh, this has got to absolutely be meant to be. And it's what I call one of those God moments. And I remember the hair on my arm standing up and just feeling the chills, like, I know what I've got to do. So I instantly emailed him back and explained that we had been at Dollywood. We knew the chapel. It was special to me. It was part of my history. And that for me and my family, the 10 happiest years of our lives were spent here at Dollywood. And we had such a connection with the piano player here, with the piano that was here, and the whole experience. I knew we needed to donate a really nice piano that the chapel could use long term. So my crew and I sat down and talked about it, and everybody was willing to pitch in. A lot of overtime, a lot of care, and a lot of love went into restoring this piano. So we have about 600 hours in it total. We found this piano in a warehouse in Pennsylvania, where Lester Piano Company is located, built in 1901. But it was moth-eaten, it was in deplorable condition, and didn't play very well at all. But I could still tell it had that old-timey church sound to it because it's such a big piano, full upright grand. And so I've had it for a number of years in the back of the warehouse thinking someday I'm going to do something special with that piano. And when Joey Buck emailed me, I knew right then and there, I knew the piano for the Dollywood Church.
Oh, this is exciting. You see the several pieces come together from one of our hosts in the past to come back and be able to give a gift back to a place that helped him get started in business. And for us, it's really exciting that this chapel has been here about 40 years, and we've always acquired used and old pianos. So finally we get one that we can celebrate and say it's just like new, 102 years old, but it's looking really good. And we're excited that it works and it functions and sounds good. So it's exciting. Every Sunday we have 200 people that come to church, and we have a worship service. So it's nice to have a piano that we can use in our worship time.
The Robert F. Thomas Chapel is something that's very unique within the theme park industry. It's one of two chapels that we're aware of that actually are a functioning parish anywhere in the country. So having a new piano to be able to share with the folks that use the Robert F. Thomas Chapel as their home church is something that's very special. Dollywood's a pretty special family. I mean, we have about 2,500 employees on a peak season, but many of those folks are here year after year after year, and you really do bond to become a community. And I think Michael felt that and really still feels that. And I think when it was laid on his heart to repair the piano and to refurbish it so that it could be donated here, really speaks to not only what kind of person he is, but also what kind of connection folks that work at Dollywood have.